Thank you very much. I am very honored to be here and to take part in this discussion, and I was listening very carefully what to my previous presenters presented, and what I really want to say is just to say something which is perhaps will be somehow additional what we have heard, because many of those things which we were presented I agree completely. Well, first of all, I would like something, the position from the member states, from the council, because that's which I am working with the Special Committee for Agriculture. We are working on selection of tools. Yes, that was mentioned by the first lecturer, that we are not creating a new tools for fighting market price volatility. We are trying to adapt existing tools, and one of those tools was market measures, and this was a future contracts. But I remember from the high-level group from dairy that, well, perhaps more than half of the countries were very skeptical about this measure. First of all, they do not know them, they do not understand them, and they indicated that they are not very functional. And it was mentioned that only 2% of those future contracts, in fact, they end with the real purchase and delivery. So many countries perceive this as another tool for speculation. So, and even the lecturer, they said, okay, this will not eliminate the volatility of the prices, but definitely it limits them, and it takes time when the market will adapt to this. Well, another problem was that in this case was that only two products, butter and skim milk powder, was, let's say, eligible, or they could be used for in this future contract because of the quantity of which is produced. Well, within the member state, there is also a quite deep division about the existing marketing instruments, whether they should be preserved or should be abandoned. Well, let's say the more liberal countries, they want to abandon them and to replace them with a new one. But also, there is also a split about the task and the shape of the future common agricultural policy in this area. Well, many countries indicated, and that was supported by Tassos, who said that we observe slowdown in agricultural productivity and in agricultural product trends. Well, in fact, it is. We are giving more and more money to within the CAP to the farmers, and in fact, productivity is not growing. Some countries say we are paying to farmers to be a farmer, not to produce anything. And now this greening component is another aspect which is very, very important, because some countries say even, yes, but how greening will be related to our first task to produce food. And, well, some countries says that, in fact, in greening, we are already very green, and it's hard to be more green. And whether this will be paid from the first or the second pillar, there is another division, as you see. So many countries considered that it should be done something to strengthen competitiveness of the EU in food production for a future, because Europe has unique condition to produce food, and without European food, the volatility, price volatility on international market will be even bigger. A very good example, now many countries is that's indicating the sugar reforms, which they blame for the present surge in sugar prices. Well, I don't think so. This is 100% true, but some truth definitely it is. So the countries, some countries say we can avoid price volatility having substantial storage of some products which can be released to the market if needed. Of course, this is very, very costly policy, but this policy, well, perhaps should be somehow introduced. What else? First of all, we know that the agriculture commodity market is, let's say, in financial terms, is not very big one. So, and because there is no huge surplus of food production, so even if it's a small disturbances in some segments of the agriculture market, then like the tsunami wave is going to all over the world. And this is very much propagated by media. Let's say in Poland what happened recently. The price of the sugar went up dramatically. And this is because some media thought, well, sugar is going to be 5 zloty per kilo, which is 1.25 euro per kilogram. Then people start to rush to the shops to buy sugar. Why? Well, sugar is a very special commodity in case of Poland because people use it to produce different fruits products like jellies, marmalade, etc. So they need sugar. So then what shops did? They said, we are selling only 5 kilograms per person per day. That means even more people rush to the shops. And what happened? And then some new media say 6.50 today, so it's almost €1.50. Then people say, oh boy, I lost a few days, I have to go. And what it is, it's common market. In Germany, sugar is cheaper. In Denmark, in Poland, it's very expensive. Well, that means part of this, the reason we have in this hike of the prices, it's information, it's media, it's still some uncertainty among the people. But we do not have mechanism which could avoid this. What could happen? Well, there was a bank crisis few years ago, 2 years ago. And what banks was afraid of? That everybody will rush to the bank and take money out. Because then bank collapse. So the banks introduced measure, okay, your deposits up to 100,000 are safe. So people say, okay, if it's safe, I have only 10,000, no problem, they get me all. So this quieted the situation and nothing happened. I think that similar psychological mechanisms also must be incorporated into this market because, in fact, we can avoid, we can live without TV, without cars for weeks, even years, but without what will be rather difficult. So it must be something that which help to quiet this market, and I think that this psychological aspect is quite often omitted, but this is also a part which makes the surge in food products, in the commodity prices very high. Besides, we could observe commodity volatility in commodity prices, huge volatility, could be on world market, regional market, or even very local market. And many people are involved in this, and speculation also play a part. Because if somebody has, let's say, the sugar, for example, has plenty of those sugar, but see that price going up, well, we will limit to sell it, waiting that price go up, yes? So there's some mechanisms like transparency about the quantities which are available, which about the prices which are on this and another market should help to manage it. I know that the problem is very, very complicated. I just want to indicate only few aspects which perhaps could help solve the problem. It takes us years, I mean, to do this with agriculture products because agriculture products are so climate dependent, are so dependent on many other aspects that it will be very, very difficult to foresee from year to another what will be the crop, harvest, and price. Thank you.